Just duck down and watch your ears. It's dead now. Thank you. Completely dead. So my first experience with hunting was growing up on a farm in central Victoria, and I guess from the age of 4 or 5 I was carted in on opening morning by my father, quite often on his shoulders, and sat on a box in the middle of a private wetland where I could sit safely and relatively dry.
There's no nice way for a duck to die.
Yeah.
So the end of life process for an naive duck is never going to be pleasant. Okay, we bring that closer when we shoot a 1-year-old bird. That bird might have managed to make 2 years. In a very small number, it might have made 3 or 4 years. There's this idea or ideology that if we don't hunt that bird, it's going to live to 15 years old and it's going to die in its nest surrounded by its ducklings. It's nonsense. It's not going to happen.
Coming towards us, so keep still and quiet if you can, guys. It's one thing to go out and photograph a bird or to walk along a trail and see an animal and relate to that animal, but what we do is a little bit further than that. We're actually connecting with that bird. We're talking to that bird. We're decoying those birds into an ethical distance, but to do that, in order to do that, you've actually got to connect with that bird, talk to it and talk it in, and convince that bird that these plastic ducks that are in front of us are real birds and that they want to join that mob of ducks. And they're just moving around naturally. They're just enjoying a nice sunny morning until they happen to run into a hunter, which is unfortunate for them, but as I said, they've lived a very nice life right up until that moment. I think those that oppose duck hunting, they've normalised what they're doing. They've repeated their narrative so often that there's a portion of the community that have accepted that what they say is right. Hup! Back up, Dave. Got a 7. Send a dog. We're going to go back with 3 birds this morning. We haven't got our 4. That's okay. 2 beautiful big Pacific black duck and a teal. We'll clean them in front of you guys and show you how we prepare them for the table. Is hunting cruel? Well, any death of any animal that we eat, if you eat meat, there's a degree of cruelty. It's died. There's a degree of cruelty in its death. Is this more or less cruel than an animal that's bred for the table and taken to an abattoirs and stood in line and listened to all of its friends in front of it being killed, and eventually it's come to its turn? I would suggest that that's more cruel than a bird like we've just seen that happens to turn and come into these decoys, and he's just coming in to see his mates on the water, and bang, he's instantly killed. if I have to come back as another animal, I'd rather come back as a duck than a pig or a sheep or a cow for that matter. There's no nice way to die. But we're very focused on making sure that what we take is taken as ethically, as quickly, as cleanly and humanely as we can.